Hello, welcome back. Well, and totally unrelated to farming, I got something that's gonna make my life easier and my wife's maybe, and if maybe my kids can help use this tool. So, can you tell what it is? Milwaukee electric battery powered trimmer. Came as a pack with an 8 amp battery, which is awesome. And it was on sale, and then there was Ace Rewards, and so I'm gonna put it together. We have a gas one, an Echo one. It's fine, but man, it's heavy. Denton can't do it. Emily doesn't want to do it, and it's just kind of heavy. So we were mowing the baseball field in Rural, which we're trying to get going to have our own little league this year. That's the goal, or in the spring. That's the goal. And a buddy had this, and it was awesome. And so the time was right. So I got it. I'm going to put it together. And again, not related at all to what I'm doing in the barn, but I got it. I didn't realize that come with a rapid charge. These chargers are way more expensive than the regular ones. So 8 amp battery with rapid charge charger. Fuel, Milwaukee fuel. I am a little bit partial to Milwaukee tools. But if you know, you know. So that was simple enough. Just had to put the handle on and the guard. This is a quick lock, so I could get different attachments for this if I wanted to. I don't know if I will, but I could. And so it's got a rabbit speed and a turtle speed, just like our blower does. So this battery is not charged at all, but had a little juice on it. So here's high speed, and then there's low speed. So there's an audible difference. I don't know if you can tell that from the camera or not, but man, it's really light. It's balanced. Even with an 8 amp battery on there, it's still pretty balanced. So hopefully I could put a lot. I got a bunch of 5s I could put on there, and hopefully that could Denton could do that. Maybe the other boys. So all right, now on to farming. Actually, I know you wanted to see me do something with it, so here we go. This is on rabbit speed. That'll do. All right, I'm gonna try to get this filler plate in. It's tight, especially here next to this. Not really sure how to stand in here. Okay, maybe we're getting somewhere now. I don't want these wire harnesses. There we go, maybe. Yes. Okay, that's the hard part. Now I need to, I say that's the hard part. Now I've got to take this washer holds. Oh, this is hard with one hand. Okay, that washer goes underneath this. It should. Alright, I'm gonna have to use my other hand, but this is a little bowed here. I'm afraid that hopefully that's not gonna be a problem. Alright, getting creative here. Had to get a pipe clamp just to pull that. Oh man. Maybe. There we go. Stay there. All right, now I get that clamp out of the way and I can get the plates spread apart. Okay, so I got the plates spread apart. Go ahead and tighten them up. All right, pretty good similar gap on either side. I'll just tighten this part up. That's not going anywhere. All right, number 2 is done. Filler plates are done. Now I'm gonna work over here on getting this plate on to this side, all this stuff here. Got her done. So this is all now not touching the ground, the floor of the auger bed, so spinning free all the way through to the other side. Got this flasher light on. I think that's about where it needs to be. So I don't know if I'll leave this or not, but there was a big gap there because the auger sticks out. You can see this, you can see that little line of metal right there. So from there to there, that was open auger. I don't know if cotton would fly out there, but it could, so I don't know. I'm not sure what Dad has on his, if anything, but I may try that. Looks like Dad did the same thing, but he must have cut his off, so I don't know. Guess I could do that in case, I don't know, I was gonna leave those plates alone so I didn't have to, if I ever wanted to go to 40s, but it's not that big a deal to just cut one of those maybe. Okay, oh, don't drop that. All right, I need these clamps to not fall. So I was trying to decide if I should or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and put these spacers in here. These accordions, they compress down. So some of the ones that came off were pretty tore up, so I tried to find the best of the remaining ones. And then Dad had a couple of these left over from when he switched. When he bought his stripper, it came on 40s, I believe, with without skips, and so he had some of these extra stuff left over. So I'm gonna rob these clamps and put them on here, but that's all got to happen kind of at the same time. So I've got to get these accordions in there, which you can see that's pretty tight, but it should fit. And then I'm going to I've got to put some of this never seize, or actually anti-seize, on this shaft here so that I can connect these couplers together like that, and then I just go as far as to that point where I can get that bolt through there. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. Well, that was interesting. It's not really pretty, but it's doing the job. The problem is these are the same accordions that go for 40-inch rows, and so there it is fully extended, which is what it would kind of look like on 40s, but they don't make another short one, so you just scrunch it together. What's it do? Well, I don't know. It's supposed to try to keep dirt from getting into here, except this always gets dirty. I mean, it's not sealed, so I don't know if it's not probably necessary. Some guys, with like the guy I bought the parts from, he didn't even have those on his, so necessary probably not, but I've got them and it's not that hard to do, so I'll just do it. I've gotten 3 done so far, and I got to this one and that was extra tight. The other ones look more like that one, and so I started looking why. There's a wear spot there and there. I'm afraid. Look here, there's a roll pin right there on this side of the bearing and on that side. There's a roll pin right there, and you don't see one over there, so I'm afraid it's sheared off and it's made this bar slide basically that much, and I couldn't hit it back in, so I don't know exactly what I'm to do there. I don't think there's another bit. I don't think there's a roll pin over here on this inside. No. But yeah, there should be one on either side. So I gotta figure out a way if I could drive this back in. I don't know if that's possible without taking a bunch of stuff apart, but for now I'm just gonna move over to this one and get these last 2 done, and then I'll may go to lunch, just not do it, or I'll come up with a solution at lunch. I was about to go home for lunch and I just said, you know what? Let's do hard things. Not really, I think I can do this. So I had to loosen all this up. I think this collar was maybe the biggest bind. So then I was able to hit on it from that side and it wouldn't break loose. So I put some penetrating oil in the bearings, and then I tapped on the bearings a little bit, and I finally got it to come through. So sure enough, there's a roll pin, just got sheared off somehow. So I'm gonna hammer that out, and I don't know if we have any more of that size. If not, I'll have to add that to another order. Punch is not the right size, but I was hoping I could just sneak it through. So close. All right, I gotta find a different punch. Okay, for the sake of simple, not having to get out of something else, this should work. Found one. Dad keeps had some spare parts in the cab of his stripper, so I believe that is the right one. Good news. So I'll put a little bit of anti-seize on there. Just so they're easier to get out later. Glad to get that done. So I'm all as good as I think to be on this header. Except for just, we got to check some stuff on the drive side, and I'll need Dad's help for that. But all the couplers are in. I checked all the other roll pins, make sure they're good. So I think, man, as good as I can think, about finished with this header. Like I said, except for that. Those bonnets are still setting up where I put that caulking in there. The only thing I'll need to do is in here, once we get it going, is hopefully there's no bearings out, which would be fun but doable. You know, that's part of it. But I'll need to change all the bats and brushes. I'm going to do that. I'll do that later. But then we can get this header unhooked and finish working on get that seal fixed for good. And then hopefully everything is just brushes and things that I need to update. I haven't seen the cleaner run since I bought it. It was doing fine at the auction, but who knows what it'll be like once we get everything geared up and fire on and get the burr extractor and all the cleaner going. So it's been a project, but I've learned a lot. Best way to kind of learn your machine is to have to fix stuff, work on stuff. That's the same with owning a house. I figured that out. Figured lots of things out from stuff breaking in houses I've owned. So I'm going to I gotta take some tools out of this truck because my truck is ready. I'm going to get it tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to having my pickup back. So I'm gonna get some of that stuff out so I can be a quicker change tomorrow. I'm gonna get some more bolts for those sensor shoe poly guards since I just messed up and got the wrong number, and then I'll be back to it. So thanks for watching. If you're gonna farm it.